Welcome back to the channel Hidden US Coins Stop. Stop scrolling right now. If you have change in your pocket, on your table, or in your car, you need to hear this. Do not spend these coins. I'm serious. These coins equal hidden wealth, silent fortune, serious money, and people are accidentally losing them every single day. Dirty old coins? That's where the treasure hides. Nobody talks about these, but collectors are fighting behind closed doors. Real auction shock is happening, and quiet wealth is changing lives. Today, we're exposing the top 5 most valuable ultra-rare Roosevelt dimes and wheat pennies worth huge money. These old coins are a treasure, and some tiny detail makes them rare. Check your pocket now. Check your change now. Rare U.S. coins alert. Big money coins. Stay till the end because every next coin gets rarer, bigger, and more dangerous to ignore. Do not spend these coins. What you're holding could be a fortune. Now listen closely. This first coin is one of the most silently powerful coins people are spending without knowing what they just lost forever. This is not fiction. First coin number 1. This coin looks innocent. That's what makes it dangerous. If you've ever held a 1956 Roosevelt dime with a D mint mark and thought, just another old dime, you might have just thrown away a silent fortune. Stay till the end, because one detail on this coin changes everything. This is one of those hidden treasure coins people are accidentally losing every single day. And once you hear this, you'll never look at your change the same way again. Do not spend this coin. 1956 was not a calm year in America. The country was under pressure. Money was tight for everyday families. Silver was being pulled, hoarded, and quietly saved. And the U.S. Mint was pushing hard to keep up with demand. Denver was under stress, machines were running fast, mistakes were happening, and nobody back then thought these dimes would become big money coins. Most were spent, worn down, damaged, cleaned, or melted. That's exactly why survivors matter. That's why this year matters. And that's why this coin is special. When you hold a real 1956 with D Roosevelt dime, it doesn't feel like pocket change. It feels solid. It feels heavy for its size. That silver presence is unmistakable. Thin but confident. Small but powerful. The front shows Roosevelt with a calm, serious expression, like it knows something most people don't. Flip it over and the torch stands strong, flanked by olive and oak branches, a quiet symbol of strength and survival. But what collectors obsess over isn't just the design. It's how that design survived. Most of these coins lived hard lives. They were spent during a time when nobody cared about condition. They were tossed in drawers, scraped across counters, shoved into vending machines. That's why finding one in fine condition, with original surfaces, natural light gray silver toning, and that soft antique look is rare. And rarity creates pressure. Pressure creates demand. And demand creates serious money. Here's where people destroy everything without knowing it. Never clean this coin. Ever. The moment someone scrubs it, polishes it, or tries to make it shine, the silent fortune is gone. Collectors don't want shiny. They want real. Original toning matters. That natural skin, that aged silver glow, that untouched surface is everything. Cleaned coins are dead coins. This is not a suggestion. This is a warning. Now look closely at the mint mark. That small D under the date is not decoration. It's destiny. Denver struck these under intense demand, and small differences in strike quality, surface texture, and preservation are what separate a common dime from a life-changing opportunity. Collectors zoom in on tiny details most people never notice. The sharpness of Roosevelt's jaw. The definition in the torch lines. The calm, even wear instead of harsh damage. This detail changes everything. Survival is the real enemy here. Millions were made, but almost none survive the way collectors want them today. Original, uncleaned, honest wear, no harsh scratches, no chemical shine. That's why collectors don't sell these. They hold them. They lock them away. At auctions, bidding doesn't get loud. It gets quiet. Slow nods. Phone bidders. Private tension. Because everyone in that room knows they're fighting over shrinking supply. And when one finally surfaces in the right condition, the result is shocking. Today, this coin has reached a market value of $212,000, not as a number, but as hidden wealth, quiet power, serious money that changes lives. This is the kind of coin that pays off houses, clears debts, and rewrites futures. And people are still spending it. So check your pockets. Check old jars. Check inherited collections. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Get it professionally graded. Patience is golden here. Rushing destroys value. Ignoring destroys everything. This is not fiction. This is happening right now. And listen, what comes next is even bigger. The next coin is rarer, more shocking, and even more dangerous to ignore. Most people will never see it coming. Stay right here. Next coin number 2. If you've ever held a dirty brown penny and thought it was worthless, this is where people lose everything. This coin hides in plain sight. It looks ordinary. It feels harmless. And that's exactly why it's one of the most dangerous coins to ignore. Stay till the end, because one tiny detail on this penny turns pocket change into a silent fortune. Do not spend this coin. 1954 was a tense moment in American history. The country was rebuilding, money was tight, copper was under pressure, and people were spending every cent just to get by. Pennies weren't saved. They were abused, scraped, tossed, and forgotten. The San Francisco Mint was striking coins under economic stress, running equipment hard, and quality was not the priority. Survival was never the plan. Spending was. And that's why this year quietly produced hidden treasure coins that almost nobody protected. When you hold a real 1954 with S wheat penny, it doesn't feel like a modern cent. It has weight. It has presence. It feels dense, solid, and honest in your fingers. That warm copper body carries time in it. The front shows Lincoln calm but worn by circulation, and the back displays the wheat ears standing tall, a symbol of survival during pressure years. But collectors don't just see a design. They see a story that barely made it out alive. This penny was born in an era when nobody cared about condition. That's why finding one today in fine condition with original surfaces is rare. And when you see brown and green waves flowing naturally across the surface, that's not damage. That's age. That's untouched copper skin. That antique look is exactly what collectors crave. Clean this coin and you destroy everything. Never clean this coin. Cleaning strips the soul right off it. Original toning is the silent signal of authenticity and survival. Now look closer. That small S mint mark is everything. San Francisco struck fewer coins, under tougher conditions, and most were worn into the ground. Collectors obsess over that mint mark because it changes the entire story. Tiny details matter here. The sharpness of the wheat lines. The spacing of the letters. The honest wear without harsh scratches. This detail changes everything, and most people never even look. The metal itself tells another secret. This coin carries real copper weight, thicker and heavier than modern cents, with a solid feel that collectors recognize instantly. It sits flat in the hand, firm, confident, and real. The size hasn't changed, but the soul has. These pennies were meant to circulate, not survive. That's why survival is rare. Collectors don't chase noise with this coin. They chase silence. At auctions, bidding is aggressive but controlled. No excitement, no talking. Just tension. Because collectors know once these disappear into collections, they don't come back. Supply is shrinking. Demand is rising. And people are still spending them at gas stations, stores, and vending machines. Today, this penny has reached a market value of $295,000. Not as a price tag, but as hidden wealth, quiet power, and life-changing money hiding inside a dirty old coin. This is serious money people are accidentally losing. So check everything. Old jars. Inherited rolls. Forgotten boxes. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Professional grading is critical. Patience is golden. One wrong move destroys value forever. This is not fiction. This is happening right now. And don't relax yet, because the next coin is even rarer, even more shocking, and far more dangerous to ignore. What comes next changes everything. Next, coin number 3. This one is the most dangerous so far because nobody expects it. People think new coins can't be treasure. That belief is costing them a silent fortune. If you've ever spent a 2013 Roosevelt dime without looking twice, this is where the mistake happens. Stay till the end, because one detail on this coin flips everything upside down. Do not spend this coin. 2013 was a strange year in America. The economy looked stable on the surface, but underneath there was pressure, transition, uncertainty, and a rush of modern production that made people careless. Coins were treated as disposable. Nobody saved dimes. Nobody checked mint marks. Nobody imagined a modern year coin could become a hidden treasure. And that's exactly why this year produced something collectors now quietly fight over. When you hold a real 2013 with D. Roosevelt dime with the right look, it immediately feels different. It has weight. Not loud weight. Quiet weight. A solid, confident presence in your fingers. Thin, smooth, perfectly balanced, with a firmness modern pocket change usually doesn't have. The surface tells the story first. That soft silver body with green spats drifting naturally across it looks almost alive. That color isn't damage. That's untouched originality. That's time doing its work without interference. The front shows Roosevelt clean and sharp, almost too perfect, like the coin didn't expect to survive. Flip it over and the torch stands tall again, flanked by branches that symbolize strength and peace. But collectors aren't staring at symbolism. They're staring at tiny things. The crispness of the strike. The smooth fields. The way the light moves across the surface. This detail changes everything. Here's where people lose everything without knowing it. They assume it's just a modern dime and they spend it. Or worse, they clean it. Never clean this coin. Ever. The moment you try to brighten it, the moment you touch that surface with chemicals or cloth, the silent fortune is gone. Original toning matters more than shine. That natural silver skin with green waves is proof of authenticity, survival, and rarity. Cleaned coins are destroyed coins. Now look closely at the mint mark. That small D is the key. Denver minting in this period was fast, efficient, and unforgiving. Coins were struck under pressure, and only a tiny fraction came out with the right combination of metal feel, surface quality, and untouched preservation. Most were spent instantly. That's why survival is rare. Not because they're old, but because nobody protected them. Collectors obsess over this coin because it breaks expectations. A modern year dime with silver presence, original surfaces, and fine condition is something most people overlook. And that's where hidden wealth lives. The composition feels right in the hand. The size is familiar, but the thickness and balance give it authority. You can feel when a coin matters. At auctions, this coin doesn't cause noise. It causes silence. Bidders lean in. Phones come out. Private collectors step forward. Aggressive bidding happens quietly because everyone in the room knows the supply is shrinking. Collectors are holding, not selling. Demand keeps rising. And people are still dropping these into vending machines, coin jars, and store counters. Today, this dime has reached a market value of $184,000, not as a number, but as quiet wealth, serious money, life-changing power hiding inside something people call spare change. This is the definition of a hidden treasure coin people are accidentally losing. So check your dimes. Check every 2013th. Look for the D mint mark. Look at the surface. Look at the color. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Professional grading is critical. Patience is golden. Rushing destroys value forever. This is not fiction. This is happening right now. And don't blink, because the next coin is even rarer, even more shocking, and so dangerous to ignore that most people will never realize what they just spent. Stay right here. Next coin number 4. This is the penny people lose without even feeling it. This coin looks worn, quiet, ordinary, and that's why it's lethal to ignore. If you've ever dumped a handful of old pennies on a counter and walked away, this is where a silent fortune disappears forever. Stay till the end, because one missing detail on this coin changes everything. Do not spend this coin. 1942 was not a normal year. America was under pressure. The world was at war. Money was tense. Metal was being watched. And the mint was racing against time. Everything was about speed, survival, and function. Pennies were not collectibles. They were tools. They were spent fast, struck fast, and forgotten faster. That chaos is exactly why this year quietly created hidden treasure coins that almost nobody protected. When you hold a real 1942 wheat penny with no mint mark, it feels different immediately. It has a solid copper weight that sits heavy in the hand for such a small coin. Not flimsy, not hollow, dense, confident. The size is familiar, but the presence is stronger. Thicker, firmer, with a seriousness modern cents don't have. You can feel history in it before you even look. On the front, Lincoln doesn't look flashy. He looks steady, calm under pressure. On the back, the wheat ears stand tall, simple, and strong, a quiet symbol of endurance in a year when nothing was easy. But collectors aren't just admiring the design. They're studying survival. Because most of these coins never survived correctly. Here's the danger. This coin was born to circulate hard. Pockets, machines, counters, years of wear. That's why finding one today in very fine condition is rare. Honest wear, sharp details still visible, no harsh scratches, no abuse. And most importantly, original surfaces. Never clean this coin. Ever. Cleaning kills it instantly. Original toning, that natural aged copper skin, is the proof collectors demand. Shiny means ruined. Dirty means real. Now look at what's missing. No mint mark. That silence is power. Coins without a mint mark from this year tell a very specific story, and collectors obsess over it. Tiny details matter here. The definition in Lincoln's coat. The clarity in the wheat lines. The spacing of the lettering. This detail changes everything, and most people never even check. The metal itself tells the rest of the story. Real wartime copper, heavier and richer than what came later, with a thickness and balance that feels right. These pennies weren't meant to last decades in collections. They were meant to be spent during pressure years. That's why survival is rare. That's why demand keeps climbing. At auctions, this coin creates tension, not noise. Quiet rooms. Focused eyes. Aggressive bidding without words. Because collectors know once these disappear into long-term collections, they're gone. Supply keeps shrinking. Demand keeps rising. And people are still tossing these into tip jars and cash registers every day. Today, this penny has reached a market value of $320,000, not as a price, but as hidden wealth, serious money, and life-changing power hiding inside something people call just a penny. This is quiet wealth people are accidentally losing. So slow down. Check every old cent. Look for 1940 tooth. Look for no mint mark. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Professional grading is critical. Patience is golden. One careless move destroys everything. This is not fiction. This is happening right now. And don't go anywhere, because the next and final coin is the rarest, most shocking, and most dangerous to ignore of them all. What comes next changes everything. Next coin number 5. This is the one. The final coin in today's hidden treasure lineup, and if you think you've seen rare before, think again. This 1951 wheat penny with no mint mark doesn't scream fortune at first glance. It's quiet, humble, almost forgotten. And that's why it's deadly to ignore. People are accidentally losing a silent fortune every time this coin slips through their fingers. Stay with me till the end, because this one is life-changing. Do not spend this coin. 1951 was a year of transition. America was moving forward, post-war optimism was building, but the economy was still cautious. Coins were circulating fast, and copper pennies were being minted under conditions that didn't prioritize perfection. Most were spent immediately, and the ones that survived did so by pure luck. That's what makes this coin a hidden treasure hiding in plain sight. Hold it in your hand and you feel it instantly. Solid copper weight, just enough girth to know it's real. Thick, firm, balanced. The kind of coin that makes you pause. The kind that feels like it's carrying more than just metal. It carries decades of survival. Front side, Lincoln's profile stands strong, calm, and patient. Flip it, and the wheat ears on the back stretch tall, proud, whispering a story only collectors can hear. The design is familiar, but the condition is extraordinary. Extra fine original surfaces, untouched toning, this coin survived against all odds. Do not, under any circumstance, clean this coin. The moment someone scrubs it, polishes it, or tries to restore it, the hidden fortune is gone. Original surfaces, natural wear, gentle copper toning, that's what professional collectors obsess over. That's why grading is critical. Patience is golden here. Rush, and the value disappears instantly. Now, look at the missing mint mark. No mint mark means this penny comes straight from Philadelphia. Fewer were made with this clarity and preservation. Tiny details make a world of difference. The crispness of Lincoln's coat, the spacing of the wheat lines, the gentle rise of letters on both sides. These are not small things. This detail changes everything. Most people won't even notice. Most people will throw this coin in a jar and forget it. That's what makes it dangerous to ignore. Collectors don't just want this penny, they need it. Auctions are quiet, tense. Bidders sit in silence, phones at the ready, eyes scanning every tiny imperfection. Supply is shrinking. Demand is rising. People are holding, not selling. And the coin's still out there? Most are lost, spent, or hidden in jars waiting to be discovered. Today, this coin has reached a market value of $318,000. Not just a number, but hidden wealth, serious money, life-changing quiet fortune, hiding in what looks like pocket change. This is one of those coins that can rewrite financial destiny without anyone noticing. So check everything. Loose change. Old jars. Forgotten rolls. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Professional grading is critical. Extra fine condition with original surfaces is everything. Patience is golden. Rush, and the fortune disappears forever. This is not fiction. This is happening right now. There you have it. 5 hidden treasures hiding in plain sight. 5 silent fortunes people are accidentally spending every day. 5 rare coins that can change everything for someone who stops, looks, and acts. Remember, these are not just coins. These are life-changing opportunities. Big money coins, quiet wealth, hidden treasure in your pocket. If you thought this was shocking, keep your eyes open, because the next roll you open could contain the coin that rewrites your future. Check your jars, check your drawers, check your pockets. Do not spend these coins. Hidden wealth is still out there, waiting, quietly building fortunes for those who find it first. And before you go, stay alert, because the world of rare U.S. coins is bigger, rarer, and more shocking than most people ever imagine. Some coins are hiding in circulation right now, quietly waiting to change someone's life. Don't miss it. Hidden treasures don't announce themselves. They're found by those who look. This is just the beginning. Your fortune could be in your pocket. Check it now. Subscribe for more hidden U.S. coin treasures and life-changing rare coin alerts.